Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new then welcome to my channel. My name is Cambria and today is going to be a story time video. This is Parker, my son, and we took our first road trip recently. Say hi! Say hi, Parker! Guys! Hi guys! Look at his little outfit. Says I'm the kid with the cool parents, and then he's wearing this and some little shoes. Because today it was 50 degrees outside, which is cold for Florida. He did have a hat on earlier, but now he does not. But anyway, we did have a road trip to Clearwater, Florida, which is about 6 hours away from Panama City, Florida, to visit my husband's grandparents. So Parker's great-grandparents. For the first time, I've never met them, so that was my first time meeting them. We had a lot of fun. We went to the first day we were there. We got there on Monday. We didn't do anything besides hang out with them, for them to see Parker, because we got there around, let's see, I think around 4 o'clock their time. It was actually an hour difference, even though it's still Florida, which was an hour difference. So we got there at 4 o'clock. The grandpa was already off work, and the grandma got off like maybe an hour after we got there, so she got to hold Parker and all that. The second day we were there, we went to a zoo. Actually, I lied, an aquarium. And if you guys have ever seen the movie Dolphin Tale, Hope in Winter, it was the place that actually has the real dolphins, the ones that the story was based on. So I thought that was really cool. I thought it was like super fantastic. When we were driving there, I kept seeing all the signs and I was like, oh my god! And so Jay took me there that day, but honestly it wasn't that great of an aquarium. I honestly think the only reason the aquarium is doing so well is because of those dolphins that are there. Because you get to see him without his tail, and it's pretty cool. They have like the rehab therapy on him and all of that, and then you can see Hope in Winter like together. It's just pretty cool, and of course it has other animals, but it was kind of hard to get places with the stroller. They did have an elevator. But Parker behaved while we were there, which was super good, my little man. Super good to Parker. And he pretty much slept most of it, so I did try to like point out things, but I mean, he's almost 4 months old, so he's not gonna remember it. The next day, we went to the zoo. It was the Tampa Zoo, and it was really, really big, and it was really cool. There was a ton of animals. The only downside to that was you couldn't bring your stroller into like the walking spots. So you had to park your stroller out there and then carry your baby inside to the different like sections. So that was kind of annoying because you had to leave your stroller out there with stuff. I tried to bring my purse pretty much every time, but like my diaper bag had to sit out there. So that was kind of annoying. But Parker got to see some really cool birds, and then he slept, of course. And also, I think that made me upset was in the bathroom that I went to, there was no changing table, or like anything basically that was in the zoo. So I had to like it's a good thing I have a changing pad that I bring with me, because I had to bring that. Then I had to sit him up on a really uncomfortable thing. There wasn't much room. It was really, really slim. So I had to make sure that he wasn't falling. It was all just kind of a hassle. And then the bathrooms didn't have any doors for the men and women to walk in. You just walked in and trusted that, you know, there wasn't going to be someone coming in. So I was trying to breastfeed. So that was really just uncomfortable. So that was a fun experience. I'll insert pictures of the zoo. I'm pretty sure I took pictures of the animals from there, so I'll insert that. And then the next day, Jay's, my husband's grandpa, and grandma watched Parker. Basically his Parker's great grandma watched Parker the whole day, and then I think for a couple of hours the grandpa was home, but watched Parker. I wrote her like a long list of everything to do because I have never been away from Parker before yet, and that was from like 10, well actually probably like 9:30 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. So quite a while. I gave her 2 bottles. I fed him before we left, and then I thought we were gonna be back like an hour earlier, but the traffic was really bad at that time, so I fed him immediately as we got home, because I thought we were gonna be back in time for him to not be super hungry, but he was upset because he was hungry. But we went to Busch Gardens and we had a blast. I will definitely insert some pictures and videos from there. I got to pet a kangaroo, which is pretty darn cool, I think. But while we were gone, there was a shooting in our area, basically in our backyard pretty much. We have the fence and then there's a trailer park right behind our fence. And that's where the shooting took place, which I really don't like, because I have walked Parker and my dog Percy in that area, just doing like a loop around the neighborhood, and you know, nothing bad has happened there before. So I walked there. I mean, we used to walk in that area as a family like a couple of years ago after we ate big dinners. I just didn't expect a shooting to take place like right there, so I'm definitely not walking my little man, excuse me, my little man and dog there anymore. So that's really scary. But my dad was here and he said he didn't hear it at all, the shot. So I don't know, but it was all over the news and on my Facebook feed and all that jazz. But we did, on the way going to Clearwater, Parker did pretty well. The only downside was I was sitting in the front seat and I had to keep going from the front to the back because he would whine or cry, because he probably thought he was alone. That's his first ever long car ride. So I had to change his diapers and feed him and then put him back in his car seat, and then hold his little hand so he knew that he wasn't alone, and then he'd fall back asleep. But I had to keep going back and forth, and while we were driving like around the town doing stuff throughout the week, I did have to do that as well. So on the way back, I just sat in the back the whole entire time. He did get fussy, of course, but he did pretty good, I think, for a little munchkin. My little munchkin. Yeah, I think he did pretty well. He didn't have like any like super terrible fits, so that's nice. He did pretty good, Parker. Just bobbling around. He did pretty good. Well, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I will insert some pictures and everything. His grandma did buy him some hater blockers, as she call them, but sunglasses, because we had to go to Babies R Us while we were there, because we don't have one in Panama City. So she bought him some clothes and all that stuff. So I'll insert that picture too because it's adorable. But I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Say bye, Parker. Oh, wobbly. Bye, guys.